RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Meridian Bank, large enough to serve all your banking needs, small enough to care about you. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Weber Chevrolet, online at WeberGraniteCityChevy.com. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. The Bank of Edwardsville, the people you know and trust. And by United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
End over end kick. Going to be fielded at about the 20-yard line. And not much there as he's knocked back to the 15-yard line, actually, is where the Eagles will start.
That looks like they're actually going to put it at right on the 20.
You're right, they are on the 20. As I shield my eyes from the sun.
The engineering at the stadium leaves some question, doesn't it?
The Eagles head out to the field, led by their backup quarterback, number 12. Michael Shasheen is the quarterback, and they come out in the spread offense as we see so many schools do nowadays. It seems like 5 wide receivers for the Eagles, and Shasheen in the shotgun. He'll throw over the middle, and that's going to be batted down. Ball a little bit thrown behind number 15, Tyler Wilkes.
Well, the Eagles threw the ball a lot last week, and they're starting that way now, also working from the no huddle. So
they do have a back in the backfield this time. It's Brent Springer. He was their leading rusher last week. 4 wide receivers this time. And a handoff this time is to Springer. He's got a little bit of running room, about 5 yards. It looks like he'll pick up on second down. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles.
That time they started going forward with the quarterback, and then he kind of just put the ball into the midsection of the running back, kind of saying, you might get farther with it than me, you take it, and he did get 5 yards.
3rd and 5 for the Eagles from their own 25-yard line. Shasheen in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set. Springer, the running back, behind him. And he looks to the sideline for the call. Scott Tonser, the Eagle head coach. And the give is to Springer, right side. Not much there as he is stacked up quickly, and the Eagles will have to punt it away.
That time just a kind of a straight ahead run to the right tackle side, and there really just wasn't anything there for the running back. And faced with 4th and 5, the Eagles will punt, and you know you don't want to put the ball in the hands of the Herin team any quicker than you have to, and the Eagles would have liked to have sustained a better drive there right out of the gate.
Number 1, Marshall Anderson back deep to receive the punt for the Tigers, standing at his own 43-yard line, and number 10, Jake Cruz, set to punt it away for the Eagles as he's standing at his 10-yard line. Good snap, good punt from Cruz, fielded by Anderson. He's at the 40. Take that to 45 and spun down there. Nice tackle there by the Eagles, number 21, Nathan Dawson, bringing him down.
RiverBender can't hear you down there.
So it'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They'll start from there. On 46-yard line, they'll call it. They're led by their quarterback as he didn't throw it much last week, but ran for 100 yards. He's number 3, Ethan Brown. And Garrett Butler in the backfield behind him. He had a big week last week as well with 122 yards. And he gets the carry on 1st down, and he'll pick up just a yard as the Eagle defense does a nice job stacking up that play.
McGee with the carry and a little bit of misdirection, a lot of movement in the backfield. One guy goes in motion and then they come back, run it the other way, and good reaction by the Eagles defense, only giving up 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 now for Herin. The ball at about the 48-yard line.
Ground turns and hands the football off. Garrett Butler again on the carry. And he's out across midfield to bring up 3rd down for the Tigers. Third down and 5 in the Eagle territory. They've got it at the 48-yard line. And they need to get to about the 44-yard line. So third, a long 4 for the Tigers. Eagles 3 and out on their first series, and the Tigers have it now on their first possession. Grounds up under center. He'll keep it himself. Now toss it back on a pitch, and the first down yardage is going to be had by number 10, Caleb Warren, as he's in the Eagle territory down to the 37-yard line.
Kind of a late developing option play that time as the quarterback started to keep it and then came to the near side of the field, and Warren actually had gone in motion from a wide receiver or a slot position all the way on the other side of the field. He took the pitch and picked up the first down of the game.
Contrasting styles on offense as the Tigers up under center and 3 men in the backfield behind ground. They'll send McGee in motion, but I believe a handoff is number 24, Butler, and he's got pretty good yardage there across the 30 to the inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
Not much misdirection that time. Butler just took the handoff and went straight ahead, picked up about 9 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Tigers.
Both McGee and Butler are pretty good-sized kids back there, and they run hard and straight up the field for the most part.
Good-sized offensive line for the Tigers as well, as they'll fake the handoff. Grounds wants to throw, nearly intercepted, and it's going to be caught, I believe, by Butler, and he's going to have just enough for the first down as he takes it down to the 25-yard line. So the Tigers keep their drive going as they're now inside the 25-yard line to about the 24-yard line. They'll have a 1st and 10 there. First and 10 for the Tigers. 7:50 left to go, and nothing there that time as that play is stacked up. Handoff was to Butler, and a gain of about 2 that time for the Tigers. 2nd down and 8 now. From the Eagle 23. 7:23 left to go first quarter. No score. Tigers' first possession of the ball game. Grounds up under center. Sends a man in motion. Is going to turn and hand it to Butler. Looks like a little trouble with the handoff. I think Butler did eventually get the football, but only gained about a yard or 2 on the play.
It looks like Grounds wanted to fake the handoff to Butler, and in their collision, Butler just took it from him and went ahead and moved forward. It did pick up 3. It's going to set up about 3rd and a long 5, but something definitely was amiss in that handoff.
3rd and a long 5, so a big play here for the Eagle defense if they could come up with a stop here, although you may be looking at 4-down territory for the Tigers as they've got it at the 20-yard line. Grounds in the shotgun for the first time tonight. Butler next to him, man in motion. They're going to turn and hand it to Butler, and he's going to gain about 3 yards, it would appear, and short of the first down. And I would think 4-down territory, you'd think the Tigers would go for it here.
Yeah, and I think the play that they called pretty much gives you indication that they realized they were in 4-down territory, as they were just going to run the ball straight ahead, pick up as much as they could on that down, and then go for it on 4th. It's going to be 4th and about 2, it looks like.
Clock rolling at the 6-minute mark now, the first quarter. No score in the ball game. 4th down and 2 for the Tigers from the CM 17. Brown turns and hands it off to Butler, and he pushes the pile forward, and he's going to have plenty for a first down as he takes it down to about the 10-yard line. Gain of about 6 or 7 and a first down for the Tigers as they'll keep the drive going.
Straight ahead running again by Butler, just off left tackle. Nothing fancy about it, just moving straight forward. He's hard to bring down, and he picks up the 3rd first down here in the drive.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. From the CM 8. Grounds turns and hands it to Butler again, and not much room there that time either. They'll bring up second down, maybe a yard there.
I'm going to say maybe a yard. The left side of the defensive line for the Eagles, a good job that time of stopping Butler. I guess he's the guy you have to look for first out of the backfield, and then if he doesn't have it, hope you can pick up whoever they did give it to, but he seems to be the horse.
3 men in the backfield again for the Tigers. Grounds under center, turns and keeps it this time, and he didn't get much either, maybe a yard or two, and as a flag comes in late. Maybe a face mask penalty there.
He had that look, didn't he?
You would think it's going to be against the Eagles anyway. Usually when it comes in that late in the play, it's on the defense. It is a face mask against the Eagles. Be half the distance to the goal, and that'll take it down to about the 3-yard line. And it'll give Herin second down and 3. We're under 5 minutes to go already here in the first quarter. Is this game moving right along? Clock starts to roll again. No score. Second possession of the game. The Eagles went 3 and out. The Tigers marching as this drive started from their own 46-yard line. And they've moved it down to the CM3. They give it to Butler, and he is in off right side. A touchdown for Garrett Butler as he carried the load on that drive, to be sure. And he takes it in from 3 yards out and gives the Tigers a 6-0 lead.
Straight ahead running again by Butler. And I don't know that anybody from the Eagles squad even touched him before he got into the end zone. And he carried it 7 times on that drive for unofficially right at 30 yards. And that was a 3-yard touchdown run and a 6-0 lead for Herin. They'll attempt the extra point attempt.
It's the quarterback, Browns, who's the kicker for the Tigers, and he boots that one up and through. So with 4:27 left to go, first quarter, the Herin Tigers lead the CM Eagles 7-0. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agency certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
St. Anthony's Health Center, located in Alton, is serving the Riverbend area with quality patient care and comfort through comprehensive outpatient rehabilitative therapy services, advanced diagnostic technology, and emergency services, while also providing community education classes that benefit those of all ages. All brought to you by St. Anthony's Health Center's dedicated and caring health professionals.
With Jeff Alsman, Nick Darrow back with you in Bethalto, where the CM Eagles receive the kickoff from Ethan Grounds, and they'll have it at their own 20-yard line to start their second drive of the night. 3 and out on the first drive, and then a very methodical, impressive offense from the Herin Tigers on their first drive as they take it 46 yards, eat up all kinds of time off the clock, and punch it in for a 3-yard touchdown from Garrett Butler. And with 4:27 or 4:18 left to go first quarter, they lead 7-0. Eagles in the shotgun again. 4 wide receivers set. 3 split out to the near side, 1 to the far side. And number 22, Brent Springer in the backfield. Next to Shashin. Pass is completed this time. A nice move by Tanner Brown as he cuts it back, and he's got a gain of about 7 across the 25 to the 27-yard line and bring up second and 3.
Eagles back to the passing game there, picked up 7 yards. There's just a quick pass out into the flat. Not trying to do too much, more of a ball control, clock management kind of passing play.
Shashin in the gun again. Beloso, the lone receiver, split to the near side here to Shashin's left. But they'll give it to Brent Springer right up the middle, and he's going to have a first down as or close to the first down anyway, as he crosses the 30-yard line, about the 31.
Springer on the carry.
Looks like the Eagles got kind of a bad spot on that last play. I thought the receiver had gotten farther. They only really gave him about 5 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 1, and they're back in the shotgun. Springer the lone setback, and I think a key third down here. Need to keep the ball away from the Tiger offense. Shasheen's going to keep it himself, and he is dragged down, and I don't think he got it. As he kept it and took it to the right side that time, and judging by the spot, they are going to give him a first down.
First down for the Eagles.
Their first down of the night.
That was a generous head linesman out there, I think. He looked to be more than a half a yard short.
4 wide receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Meloso and Wilkes to the right. Brown to the left. Now Shasheen back to throw, under pressure, and he's going to be sacked back near the 20-yard line. So a big sack, and McGee comes in and gets the sack, I think, from the linebacker position that time.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the 25. That's still going to be about a 7-yard loss. He almost came in untouched, it looked like. He might have been blitzing, but nobody picked him up, and he had a clear pass to the quarterback.
Shasheen in the gun again, looking to throw under pressure again, and the flash is incomplete, intended for number 15, Tyler Wilkes, and just out of his reach. Wouldn't have been much anyway if he had Tigers draped all around him. It'll bring up 3rd and 18.
Bring up the 3rd and 18.
Just a beautiful night. Football weather already in week 2. Usually don't see that. Shasheen in the gun. 4 wide receiver set with Springer, the lone running back. Looks like Springer might have moved early. No penalty. Shasheen pulls it down and now throws deep over the middle. Intended for Wilkes over his head. Nearly went through the hands of Wilkes to Jake Cruz for a completion in what would have been a first down, but it's just out of his reach as well. So the Eagles will have to punt for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, that first down quarterback sack was a big play there. It just put the Eagles in a big hole, set them up for a 2nd and 18, a 3rd and 18, and now they're looking at 4th and 18, and they'll have to kick the ball. So that sack really set the tone for that entire series.
Jake Cruz back deep to punt for CM. Number 1, Marshall Anderson set to receive the kickoff. He's standing at his own 40-yard line. Cruz gets the kickoff, and it's going to bounce at the Eagle 45 and pretty much stop in its tracks there. So Herin will have great field position as they will start at the CM 48. You wonder how wet the field is down there. All kinds of rain yesterday and a little bit of rain today, not much. But just damp enough outside maybe to not dry the field out very well.
Yeah, I suspect it's not real dry, although it's not chopping up or anything badly yet. So it seems to be staying intact, but I'm sure it's really soft.
Tigers' 2nd possession of the game begins from the Eagle 48. They've got it there, 1st and 10. And a man in motion is Butler, and he'll get the handoff again, and some running from 35. 30-yard line now, 25, he may go, 15, 10, and brought down finally at the Eagle 5-yard line by Cruz, but a nice run that time from number 22, B.J. McGee.
It's going to be about a 41-yard pickup, and McGee came from the side, and once he got past the line, turned it back up and ran straight down the middle of the field. Got into the secondary, broke a couple of tackles in a big game.
Well, the first Tiger drive was slow and methodical and a lot of plays and grinded out. But a big play there on 1st and 10. As you mentioned, 41 yards, and it's 1st and goal Tigers from the Eagles 7. Brown's in the up under center. And the give is to Butler this time. No, Brown's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down, but not before he crosses the goal line. He's into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers, 13-0 now. They lead. As it looked like Browns was going to hand it off for a moment to Butler, but he kept it, took it left side. Big collision at the goal line, but he drives his way in for the touchdown.
A nice ball fake into the line. I think a lot of folks thought Butler had the ball. And Browns took a big hit right at the goal line, as you mentioned, but fell forward and picked up the touchdown. So a methodical drive and then a quick hitting drive, and now they hit the crossbar or the upright.
Extra point, no good. So with 1:29 left to go, it's Herin 13, CM nothing. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Sports, food, and good times. All this and more are waiting for you at Alton Sports Tab. Gather the crew for a night out, or better yet, bring in the whole family and enjoy the best burger or wings in town. We offer daily specials, an affordable menu, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Visit our new Caribbean-themed edition. We also have banquet and meeting rooms for your special occasion. Alton Sports Tab, serving up sports, food, and good times daily at the intersection of Route 140 and Homer Adams Parkway in Alton.
It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Kicks it away for the Tigers, and it's going to be fielded at the 15. It's a running room there for number 2, Tanner Brown. He may go across Tigers midfield and down all the way to the 41-yard line. He had one man to beat and just couldn't shake him. But a nice return there for CM, and they'll have their best field position of the game as they will start at the Herin 44.
Well, on the last kickoff, McKinney did a good job, a 17-yard return, trying to get decent field position for the Eagles, but this time Brown with a very good kickoff return, all the way out across midfield, across the 45 and down to the 43. The first time the Eagles will be in Herin Tiger territory. Here's set up 1st and 10.
Been all Tigers so far. They lead 13-0, 1:19 left to go first quarter, and the first glimpse of life for the Eagles as they've got it 1st and 10. Shasheen in the shotgun. Springer next to him. We'll see if they try to run the football a little bit, and the flag comes out, and looks like maybe a motion penalty against CM.
I think the right tackle might have moved.
It is a false start against the Eagles, so one step forward and now a 5-yard penalty. And we mentioned in the last drive, the sack on first down really hurt them as they put them in a 2nd and 18 situation. Now in a 1st and 15 situation, so we'll see if they can dig out of this hole. Springer gets the handoff, and not much there. May have lost the football.
I think he did.
And we'll see who came out with it.
I think it might have bounced right back up to him.
I think you're right. I saw him hand the ball to the official, so it bounces right back to Springer after the fumble. But as it is, he gains not much, and it's 2nd down and 13. A gain of 2 on the play. Shasheen in the shotgun now looks over to the sideline to get the play. And the whistle blows by the officials, and maybe a chin strap issue for one of the offensive linemen. 2nd and 13 Eagles from the Herin 47. Shasheen in the gun with Springer next to him. He's going to roll to his left, looking to throw the ball downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Tigers at the 45 to midfield. Goes number 42, David Mallow, as he's now in the Eagle territory, down to the Eagle 46, and just lurking in the shadows there, and picked that ball off, and the Tigers get the ball back just like that.
Well, it looked like the pass was good, and the defender just kind of came out of nowhere. A couple Eagles were in the area there and appeared to be open, but the defender just jumped in the way and grabbed it and took off down the field, and now the turnover gives Herin the ball back in Eagle territory, and they've been able to move the football pretty much at will so far here in the first quarter.
McGee and Butler in the backfield, but the pitch is going to be to number 10, Caleb Warren. He's got some running room of about 5 or 6 yards on the play, down to the Eagles 41, as that'll probably bring this first quarter to an end, unless the Tigers hurry up and get a play off. Leading 13-0 in the first quarter. And they may make it up to the line of scrimmage in time, as we've got about 10 seconds left to go now on 2nd down and 4. Grounds the quarterback under center, McGee in the backfield, Butler as well. Man in motion, and Grounds is going to keep it right side. He's got some running room as the first quarter horn blows, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will have it, 1st and 10 when we start the second quarter. They lead 13-0. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Listen to what people are saying about the Bank of Edwardsville.
It is a pleasure for me to bank at the Bank of Edwardsville.
Your entire staff was professional, thorough, and very helpful.
I was told I would be taken good care of, and that was the understatement of the year.
Because of the excellent service I received, I transferred both my savings and checking accounts to the Bank of Edwardsville.
We appreciate the dedication the bank provides.
And that's why I work at the Bank of Edwardsville.
What do I have to do to sell you a car today?
Stop by Roberts Motors in Alton, Illinois.
With Jeff Alsman, Nick Darr back with you in Bethalto, where the Herin Tigers lead the CM Eagles 13-0 and dominating first quarter for the Tigers. They rush 14 times for 108 yards and lead 13-0 on the scoreboard. Grounds to throw for one of the few times tonight, intended for Marshall Anderson, but well out of his reach, as that one sailed a little bit on grounds, it would appear.
Anderson was open, too. He's kind of running a medium post pattern and down around the 15-yard line or so. He was open, and that might have been big trouble if he was able to catch that. Six first downs for Herin in the first quarter. The Eagles with just one.
So a dominating performance so far by Herin. We'll see if the Eagles can get back into it. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers from the CM 31-yard line. And the give is to Butler this time, and he's got all kinds of running room. Looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. Check that, that's McGee, and he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Another first down for the Tigers.
Misdirection again that time by the Tigers as they faked the pitch and then gave the inside handoff to McGee, coming back here to the near side of the field. Boy, time of possession in that first quarter has to be incredibly lopsided towards Herin.
At least in the 9-minute range, you'd have to think. Grounds up under center. Sends McGee in motion and gives it. Nope, now he's going to toss it to McGee, and he'll cut it back and break another tackle to the 15 and carrying CM defenders with him. And close to another first down.
I think he's going to have a first down. Looks like that's going to be down inside the 10 to around the 9, about 11-yard pickup, and some powerful running that time by McGee as he broke 2 or 3 tackles. Looked like CM could have had him stopped at the line of scrimmage. They might, I thought they were going to measure, but it looks like it's not. It's just going to be first and goal just inside the 10.
B.J. McGee, Garrett, Butler both having big nights for the Tigers. Butler had 122 yards rushing last week in their opener against Olney. Home of the White Squirrel, by the way. 11 minutes to go, and the give is to Butler, and he's got some running room, dragging tacklers, and into the end zone from 10 yards out goes number 24, Garrett Butler, the third Tiger touchdown of the evening, and they lead 19-0 now as that right side of their offensive line is dominating at the moment.
Yeah, both sides of the offensive line dominating right now. They're just running either direction and just picking up big chunks of yardage, and they run hard. They're tough to stop, and right now the Eagles are missing some tackles, and that doesn't help anything. And starting to get out of reach here. It's certainly early yet, but
the extra point attempt from Grounds is up and good. So with 10:54 left to go in the first half, the Tigers dominating the Eagles 20-0. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sport.
Do you want to earn interest and still have easy access to your money? Meridian Bank offers 4 interest-bearing accounts: Money Market, Meridian Star, Now Account, and Super Now Account. Choose the account that fits your financial needs. Rates vary based on the account and balance. Stop by and ask for details. The smart way to financial success is at Meridian Bank on West 3rd Street in downtown Alton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lenders.
When you play sports like football, injuries are going to happen. That's why more area schools count on the Human Motion Institute's sports medicine pros to keep their athletes healthy and in the game. Our certified athletic trainers are part of the team, assessing and treating injuries right on the field. And if serious injury occurs, they're backed by an expert team of Alton Memorial Hospital surgeons and therapists. The Human Motion Institute at Alton Memorial Hospital. We're part of the team.
But Jeff Alsman, Nick Dar back with you at Civic Memorial High School, where the Herin Tigers leading the CM Eagles 20-0.
Well, the Eagles have just yet to find an answer defensively for a way to stop this running game of the Bulldogs. They just keep chewing up the yardage, and they've been playing on about half of a field for most of the first quarter and an extra minute or two as well. So
Brown's kick, fielded by the Eagles at the 15, the 20, 25, and out to the 26-yard line goes number 9, Jack McKinney. And so the Eagles will take over there on offense. And not much going for the Eagles on offense tonight, just 1 first down. All 3 rushing touchdowns for the Tigers. Butler with 2, a 10-yard run and a 3-yard run, and the quarterback Brown with a 7-yard touchdown run. Eagles need to, if nothing else, pick up a couple first downs on this drive and give their defense a little bit of a breather.
yeah, I was just about to say that, and maybe sustain some confidence and just hang on to the ball for a while and see what happens. It's still early, but they've got to be able to move the football.
Shasheen gives it to Springer, 30. Breaking tackles, 35, and close to a first down as he's out across to the 36-yard line. Good run on first down by number 22, Brent Springer. Second down and a yard for the Eagles in the shotgun is Shasheen, the sophomore quarterback. Main in motion is Brown. But the give is to Springer again, and he's going to have a first down as he takes it out to the Eagles' 40-yard line. So good start to the drive for the Eagles. 2 rushes for about 15 yards.
More like what you were talking about. Just keep it simple, move the football, keep the defense on the sideline so they can get a little bit of a breather and move the ball down the field, try to get on the scoreboard somehow.
McKinney goes in motion, and he'll get the handoff, and trying to take it around the end, cuts it back into the middle, and that's really nothing there. He'll get maybe a yard, if that.
That time McKinney ran about 15 yards across the field, and when he started to cut it upfield, ran right into a wall.
4 wide receivers set. We've seen mostly that tonight from the Eagles. Springer in the backfield. The only variation they've had from that is they started with an empty backfield and a 5 wide receiver set. Shasheen's going to throw it this time, and it's McKinney, and he makes the catch and is going to be brought down after a short gain of about 3. And it'll bring out third down and about 7 yards for CM. And we'll see if they can convert on a 3rd and long. Haven't had much luck so far tonight. Shasheen in the gun again. 4 wide receivers set. 3 to his left, 1 to his right is McKinney. Wilkes Beloso on the far side along with Tanner Brown. Shasheen back to throw. Good protection. Throws looking for Springer out of the backfield, and that one is over the head of Springer. Falls incomplete, and the Eagles will have to punt again.
I don't think that was going to be enough for a first down anyway. He would have had to have broken a couple of tackles as there were a couple of defenders out there. So another drive stalls, and the Eagles will risk, or at least it appears they will risk, putting the ball back into the explosive Herin offense.
I think Shasheen had a little more time than he thought that time as he unloaded it quickly. Good protection from the offensive line. Cruz in the punt of the way to Anderson. And the ball takes a CM bounce at the 20. And Anderson's going to pick it up at the 12, and he's going to be brought down right there. Nice coverage by the Eagle defense, and a risk certainly by Anderson to pick that football up and try and run with it. Could have given the Eagles a big play and some momentum, but he does hold on to the football. But poor field position for Herin to start, as they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
And that's the first time we've said that. A very nice punt that time by the Eagles. And you're right, a dangerous play by Herin to pick that ball up. Once it bounces and rolls around, better just to run out of the way and let it be downed and take it where you can, because a fumble there would have certainly given the Eagles some momentum.
Browns brings the Tigers up to the line of scrimmage, leading 20-0 with 8:38 left to go, first half. Sends a man in motion. That's Caleb Warren, and he'll get the football running left side with some room. And he's out across the 20 to the 25-yard line, a first down. Pushed out of bounds there by number 21, Devin Caldwell.
It'll be about another 12-yard gain, and it seems like every time they run the football, they're picking up a first down.
Gain of 12 for Warren on first down. And it's 1st and 10, Tigers from their 24-yard line. Grounds brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Garrett Butler behind him. And he'll get the handoff running straight ahead. Not much there that time, as the Eagles did a nice job of bottling that one up. Number 71, Chance Phillips, the 212-pound junior, in on the tackle. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. Grounds brings him up to the line of scrimmage again. Just one wide receiver is Anderson. McGee goes in motion. Grounds tosses it to McGee on an option play. Breaks the tackle 35, 40. Cuts it back 50-yard line. 45, 40, 35. Hunted down there by the Eagles and finally tackled at the 30-yard line. Nice hustle by the defensive end, Chance Phillips, to pursue that play all the way down the field, but a huge gain for the Tigers. McGee all the way down to the CM 30.
McGee broke a tackle near the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up a couple of yards, and once he got out of that, he was just flying down the far side of the field and then cut it back to the hash mark, and a big gain, another 40-some-odd yard gain, 43 I think it is. And boy, just that one tackle that he broke would have made such a big difference.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Eagle 30 as they're knocking on the door again. Grounds under center. Butler behind him, but it's Warren who goes in motion, and on a misdirection, it's McGee getting the handoff, and he takes it inside the 25 to the 24, gain of about 6.
McGee unofficially already over 100 yards rushing here.
The CM defense, a lot of hands on the hips, a lot of heavy breathing, as they have been on the field a ton in the first half. 6:14 left to go in the half. And the Tigers ready to go here. 2nd down and 4, they've got it from the Eagle 24. Grounds under center. New running back into the game is Kyle Hudson, number 33. The toss is going to be to number 42, David Mallow, and he's got running room across the 20 to the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Tripped up there by number 58, TJ Woolner. But another Tiger first down. First and 10 Tigers from the Eagle 11-yard line. As they've brought in some substitutions at running back anyway. Hudson into the game, Mallow into the game. Also number 45, Tyler Gooden into the game. And number 24, Garrett Butler, though, remains in. Grounds is going to turn and hand it to Butler, and he is tackled quickly by number 40, Ryan Cherry. Nice tackle there, a loss of a yard or two.
A good play there by Cherry on the Eagles defense. Finally, one of the few times that they've been able to get penetration and get into the backfield and disrupt the quarterback in his attempt to hand the ball off. So maybe a bright moment there for the Eagles defense.
2nd and 11 for the Tigers. As we're under 5 minutes to go here in the first half, Tigers lead 20-0, and the Eagles could use a turnover. The handoff, though, is to Butler, and he plows up the middle down to the 5-yard line. Great job by the offensive line. Huge hole for Garrett Butler that time to run through. And he'll pick up about 7 yards. Bring up 3rd down for the Tigers. They need to get to, they need about 2 yards for the first down here. 4 yards for the touchdown. 3rd and 2 Tigers from the Eagles' 4-yard line. Grounds under center, and he's going to keep it and try and push that pile forward. We'll see if he got enough for the first down. We'll see where the spot is. I think he's going to have it.
Well, he's going to be just short of the goal line, so he's going to have enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal, about a football length away from another Tigers touchdown.
The Eagles desperately need a turnover here. Already down 20-0. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. And the Tigers again knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 1. Grounds under center. McGee back into the game now. Garrett Butler in the backfield as well. Butler gets it, and I don't think he got in. No, he did get in over the left side as the sideline official raises his arms in the air, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers, and they go up 26-0. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much.
That's exactly right. He got hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's strong enough to have his momentum carry him forward into the end zone. And the 4th rushing touchdown here in the first half for the Herin Tigers.
Grounds in to attempt the extra point. Hudson the holder. The kick is up. Long enough. Straight enough. It's good. And with 3:32 left to go in the first half, it's all Tigers. They lead the Eagles 27-0. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
We're lost.
We're not lost. There are places you want to get to in life.
Ask directions.
We're not lost. A new home, college, retirement.
Hey, we're here.
I knew that. And now your State Farm agent can help guide you with a free State Farm insurance and financial review to prioritize your needs and help you plan a roadmap for your financial future.
I'll drive home.
I'll navigate.
Yeah.
Call and schedule yours today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To lay out your financial roadmap, contact Tom Lane at 377-8912 or online at tomlaneagency.net.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
With Jeff Alsman, Nick Darr back with you in Bethalto. The end trailing the Herin Tigers by a score of 27-0. Don't forget, more football coming your way after this one as the East Alton Woodville Oilers will play host to the Staunton Bulldogs. And plenty more coming up tomorrow. Brown set to kick it away for the Tigers. And a deep kick is going to be fielded by McKinney at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, and run out of bounds there by number 11, Jacob Caldwell of the Tigers.
Well, another good kick return, about 23 yards by the Eagles, and that and the punt return have really been their two brightest moments. They haven't done much from the line of scrimmage, and they're going to have to if they're going to get back into this game. Unofficially, a total of 33 yards of offense from the line of scrimmage for the Eagles.
They have not been able to stay on the field. Their defense has been on the field all night. And you can tell on the scoreboard, they trail 27-0. Shasheen in the shotgun is going to look to throw, but flags down, and looks like a procedure penalty against the Eagles. Nope, encroachment against the Tigers, so CM will pick up 5 yards here on first down, bring up 1st and 5. Take it up to about the 33-yard line. Shasheen in the shotgun again. Man in motion is Tanner Brown. Fumbled snap by Shasheen, but he's got some time still. Tries to throw it out of the backfield and close to an intentional grounding there. Jake Cruz in the area, I suppose.
You're being generous.
I think really who Shasheen saw was number 71, Chance Phillips, the right tackle.
Couldn't catch it.
That's right. Shasheen in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers again. Springer, the tailback, next to him. Man in motion is Brown. Springer, nope, Shasheen's going to keep it. And he's brought down quickly by number 24. And that's Butler, who's done it all tonight.
No gain on that play. And quick reaction by Butler.
3rd and 5 now for CM. Under 3 minutes to go, first half. Shasheen in the gun. 5 wide receivers set this time as Springer splits out wide to the right, along with Jake Cruz. Wilkes, Beloso, and Brown split out wide to the left. And Shasheen looking to throw, has some time, looking for Brown. He's got him, and he's trying to bring it back across the field and brought down at about the 39-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down.
I think if Brown would have just grabbed that and gone straight up the field, he would have definitely gotten the first down. He does get the first down anyway, but just barely.
He took a hit, too, that was dangerously close to knocking the football loose. But as it is, a first down for the Eagles, one of the few on the night. They trail 27-0 with 2:15 left to go first half. Shasheen in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. He's going to turn and hand it to Springer. Springer looking for some running room. Tripped up at about the 45-yard line, but not before. He picks up about 5 yards. They're going to spot it back at the 44. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Looks like Springer might have tripped over one of the linemen, his own lineman's feet, as he didn't seem to be touched before he went down by any of the Herin players.
Brown in motion. Shasheen is going to keep it and try and dive straight up the middle, but he is nailed by number 52, Kenny Jackson. The linebacker that time reacting quickly to bring Shasheen down for after a gain of him. They're going to give him 2 yards on the play, but he paid for him.
He earned every bit of that. Boy, there have been several really hard hits by the Herin team.
3rd and 4 for the Eagles from their own 46-yard line. Herin in their 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. And really a nickel-type defense of 4 wide receivers for the Eagles. The give is to Springer. He's going to have a first down as he's caught midfield into Herin territory down at the 48-yard line.
That's really been the Eagles' best play all evening, is just a quick hitter to Springer running straight ahead. He kind of gets a little head start and builds up the momentum, picks up 6 yards on that play and another first down. The Eagles now have 4.
Shasheen in the gun, throwing deep down the middle, and the wide receiver, number 15, got a hand on it. That's Tyler Wilkes. It was just out of his reach, and a good thing he did get a hand off. That one could have been picked off by Grounds, actually, who was in the area. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Under a minute to go now, first half. Shasheen in the shotgun. And looking to his left. Throwing to his left, and the pass is complete to number 15, Tyler Wilkes, down to about the 39-yard line.
It's going to be about an 8-yard gain, and I think the Eagles might call timeout here. They desperately want to try to get on the scoreboard before halftime.
Absolutely, and Herin will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. So you would like to put some points on the board here. Their best drive of the night so far. 50 seconds left to go. They've got it 3rd and 3 down at the Herin 41 as the drive started back at the CM 26. So they've been able to move the football a little bit on this drive at least. But it's been all Herin in the first half as they have dominated play and definitely dominated time of possession, maybe more than anything else. Here we go, 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. Shasheen in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. Definitely 2-down territory here. You may see a handoff to Springer. Nope. Shasheen's going to try a little pass to Wilkes, a little wide receiver screen, and he broke a tackle enough, I think, to get a first down, but the ball may be on the field.
I'm not sure who got on it.
It is fumbled, and Herin has the football. I believe number 42, David Mallow, recovered the fumble from Wilkes. He would have had enough for a first down, but he fumbles the football. So with 42.3 seconds left to go now, the Herin Tigers get the ball back, already leading 27-0. And they have it 1st and 10 from their own 36, and we'll see how they elect to play the last 42 seconds of the first half.
I bet they run it, but I bet they don't.
I would think you're right.
I think they'll just put it into the line and go into the locker room.
They'll take a knee, actually. And they'll just run the clock out for the first half. What's been an impressive first half for the Tigers, coming off a dominating win last week over Olney, 48-7. And they'll actually, next week, be playing DeCoin, the team that CM lost to in week 1, 35-14. So they'll take one more knee and take it into the locker room, leading by a score of 27-0 and a dominating first half for the Herin Tigers. We'll tell you about it more at halftime after this. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Meridian Bank, large enough to serve all your banking needs, small enough to care about you. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Weber Chevrolet, online at WeberGraniteCityChevy.com. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. The Bank of Edwardsville, the people you know and trust. And by United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
As well as perform major body and restoration. Service auto mechanics at both locations in every.
Gonna be on
around.
Hi, George Weber. As we watch this year's Olympic Games and root for the world's top athletes, the Weber Chevrolet family wants to offer some encouragement to the terrific men and women representing our country. You are the best of the best. We know how hard you have worked. Win or lose, we are proud of you, and you are all truly winners. Even though you are half a world away, we are with you through every sprint, jump, and dive. And we sing along with you when you stand on that medal stand listening to the national anthem. So from all of us at Weber Chevrolet, go Team USA.
With Jeff Halsman, Nick Darr back with you in Bethalto. Halftime at Civic Memorial High School, and hasn't been a great first half for the CM Eagles, but really running up against a very good Herin Tiger team. And we talked about it a little bit before the game started, how a lot of teams going with the spread offense now, a lot of shotgun action. None of that for Herin. 3 running backs line up and pound the football, smash mouth football, and really the kind of football that I like to see from a high school team especially, and they are executing it to perfection, just basically saying, our offensive line is bigger and better than your defensive line. We're going to run it right down your throat, and that's what they've done so far tonight, and the statistics definitely bear that out.
Yeah, they do. They did that last week, and it's certainly working for them this evening. If you look at their rushing statistics, Butler, unofficially, of course, has carried the ball 11 times for 51 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns here in the first half. McGee, over 100 yards rushing in the first half on just 7 carries. Of course, he had the big 43 and 41-yard breaks, so he's picked up some big chunks of yardage, but he's already over 100 yards. Grounds has 18 yards, and by the way, with this offense, it's pretty apropos that your quarterback's name is Grounds, isn't it? He's got 6 carries for 18 yards. Hudson with 1 carry for 13 yards. Warren 3 carries for 30 yards. A total unofficially of 225 yards on the ground in the first half for the Herin Tigers. Grounds is 1 of 2 for 5 yards in the air. That reception also went to Butler, but they've just been running the football just right down the Eagles' throats here in the first half, picking up big yardage, and with the defense already tired, you suspect that the second half will probably see a lot more of the same. For the Eagles, one bright spot, Springer, the running back, has carried the ball 8 times for 34 yards. He's been the bulk of the offense on the ground for the Eagles. Shashin, 3 carries for 3 yards and a total of 37 yards here in the first half. By the way, 4 first downs for the Eagles, 12 first downs for Herin, so you can see another lopsided stat in favor of the Tigers. Through the air, 5 complete passes for 26 yards for the Eagles. Wilkes with 2 catches for 12 yards. Brown 2 catches for 11 yards. And McKinney with the 1 catch for 3 yards. So a total of 26 yards. You know it's not good when the bulk of your yardage has not come from the line of scrimmage. The Eagles have 101 yards in punt return yardage and 109 yards in kickoff returns, and what that means is the other team is kicking off a lot, and when that's happening, that's not a good thing.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family agencies are the first agencies certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
St. Anthony's Health Center, located in Alton, is serving the Riverbend area with quality patient care and comfort through comprehensive outpatient rehabilitative therapy services, advanced diagnostic technology, and emergency services, while also providing community education classes that benefit those of all ages. All brought to you by St. Anthony's Health Center's dedicated and caring health professionals.
As Herin has 27 points. Onside kick to start the second half, and the Eagles are going to come up with the football. Well, that was a really nice kick by Tanner Brown that time, and number 10, Jake Cruz, recovers the onside kick. Well executed by the Eagles special teams, which has been arguably their best unit tonight. But a flag on the play, and against the Eagles, I believe.
I think it is, and I'm not sure what the call is, unless he touched the ball before it got 10 yards, or before it had reached 10 yards, but it didn't look like it, I didn't think.
I think what they're going to call. They're going to call offside on the far side. Well, they may call offsides against CM, but it looked like it went more than 10 yards for sure.
The ball is actually where they're spotting it 17 yards from where they kicked it from, so I don't think I think it definitely went 10 yards, and it was a perfectly executed kick and totally took Herin off guard. I'm not sure what they're calling. In fact, they're spotting the ball almost all the way down to 41-yard line. That's 19 yards from where they kicked it.
The 10 yards should not have been in play at all.
And they didn't mark, or they didn't signal offside.
And now they're going to give the Tigers the football, I believe.
At the 44
44,
which is a 15-yard mark-off.
Or perhaps, no. That is a strange call, and I still didn't see an indication from the official. So Herin football at the Tiger 44. Or the Eagle 44, rather.
Oh, that's a shame because that was a perfectly executed play.
McGee gets the handoff for the Tigers, and he's across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. And may have another first down. Be about a yard shy, it would appear, at first glance. I'm still baffled by the call on the kickoff, and especially baffled by the fact that we didn't get an indication from the official on the flag.
No, I don't know what happened.
And I can't imagine what it could have been to give Herin the football where they got it.
They marked off 15 yards for something. I'm not sure what. We'll have to find out after the game, and Brent Berkland can bring it to you on Sports Talk in the morning.
Absolutely. Butler gets the handoff, and he rumbles down to the 22-yard line, a gain of about 13, and another first down for the Tigers.
So just when you thought there was a momentum turn, now it's a huge turn in the other direction.
Absolutely. First and 10 Tigers from the Eagle 23-yard line.
I wonder if the kicker kicked the ball before the official put it in play.
The give is to Butler, I believe, and he takes it for about a yard or two down to the 21-yard line, gain of 2. Number 56, Eric Peterson on the tackle for CM. It brings up 2nd and 8 yards for the Tigers. Brown's the quarterback for the Herin Tigers, brings him up under center. Butler behind him. He sends Warren in motion, but gives it to Butler right up the middle. Nope, Brown's on the keeper that time. Boy, he is good with the ball fake, at least in faking me out. And he takes it down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he really is good with that ball fake.
And it's a first down again for Herin.
He's also quick, too, when he makes his move to pull the ball back out and take off with it.
First down and 10 from the Eagle 11. The Tigers can get a first down without getting into the end zone. Butler behind grounds. And Warren goes in motion. They'll fake the toss. They hand it off to McGee, who fumbles the football. And I think he fell right back on top of it. We'll see. McGee did fall back down on top of it, and so the Eagles will maintain possession, or Tigers rather maintain possession, but no gain on the play. A loss of a yard at 2nd and 12. Tigers have it at the Eagle 13. Chance Phillips again in on that play. 2nd and 12 for the Tigers. McGee goes in motion, and Grounds is going to keep it again. Nicely tackled, though, there by number 24, Andrew Ehlers of the Eagles. Bursting through the line to make another tackle for a loss.
Eric Peterson also in on that play, and they had that well defended because they had the quarterback covered, and they also had Butler covered. They faked the handoff to Butler, he wouldn't have gotten anywhere, and then neither did the quarterback when he kept the ball.
Well, we haven't seen many downs where obvious passing downs for the Herin Tigers, but this you would think is one of them.
I don't know if there is such a thing.
It may not be. 3rd and 14. Another running play, though, as they give it to Warren, and he takes it down to about the 11-yard line, a gain of about 4. It'll bring up 4th down. We'll see if the Tigers try and kick the field goal here. Grounds has been the kicker for most of the night. Certainly has plenty of leg. It's going to be about a 29-yard attempt for Grounds, as Hudson will be the holder for the Tigers. A 28-yard attempt. Snap is down, good hold. The kick is a low line drive kick and misses wide left. And Herin doesn't score on their first possession of the night.
Well, maybe that'll be the spark the Eagles need to try to get something going here. Good defensive stand with their backs to the goal line down there.
7:53 left to go, third quarter. Herin leads at 27-0. And the Eagles get the ball for the first time on offense here in the second half, as Zach Tobin now into the game at quarterback for the Eagles. As Shasheen sits down. Tobin back to pass and throwing over the middle, and that one is nearly intercepted, intended for Tanner Brown, but nearly picked off by number 45, Tyler Gooden.
Looked like, I don't know if it was the corner or the defensive end here on the near side, but came totally untouched and welcomed Tobin into the game quickly.
And rudely. Tobin in the shotgun. And looking to his left, throwing to his left. He's got a man open. It's caught by Veloso. And he's going to have about 4 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 6 for the Eagles from their own 24-yard line. Tobin in the gun. And he's going to keep it this time, running right side. He's in trouble. And brought down by McGee. Nice play that time by number 22, B.J. McGee. Brings him down for a loss of a yard. It'll bring up 4th and 7, and the Eagles will have to punt it away. So they bring Tobin into the game at quarterback to try and get things going a little bit. And they go 3 and out on their first possession, and they'll give it right back to the Tigers, who lead 27-0. Jake Cruz set to punt it away. High snap, and Cruz does a great job to get that punt off. It's going to be a short punt, but and the Herin Tigers are going to have great field position at about the 37, but that one could have been disastrous for the Eagles, as Cruz got just a hand on the high snap and then spun around and kicked it away as quickly as he could to avoid.
Like a 360 move.
It was. To avoid what could have been a touchdown for the Tigers if he doesn't come up with that football.
Quite an athletic play, and then to have the presence of mind to be able to get that kick out of there. 18-yard punt, but I think he'll take it on that play.
Tiger offense back on the field. 1st and 10 for the Eagle 37. Warren goes in motion. The give is on the counter to McGee, though, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards down to the Eagle 35-yard line.
Eagle defense, on the last couple of times that Herin has run that counter, have recognized it much more quickly than they did in the first half. And a couple of guys getting to the ball to make the tackle, and Herin not being able to break those tackles like they did early on. So the Eagle defense playing much better here in the first 5 minutes, or 7 minutes, I guess, of the second half.
2nd and 8 for the Tigers from the Eagle 35. Grounds in under center. And he'll turn and hand it to Butler, and he's brought down quickly. Looks like number 40, Ryan Cherry, in on the tackle that time. Jeremy Muelling was there as well, big number 79. 6'4", 305-pound senior for the Eagles. Third and 5 for the Tigers now from the Eagle 32-yard line. 27-0 Tigers lead. Grounds up under center. Butler behind him. Warren goes in motion. And Warren gets the football, and there's not much there again as he is hit hard by the Eagles. Gain of a loss of a yard or two maybe. It looks like they'll spot it back at the original line of scrimmage. Number 55, Jake Sales, in on the tackle, along with 56, Eric Peterson as well. Bring up fourth down for the Tigers, and no sign of the punting team as they have the football in the field position where you normally see teams go for it. 4th and 5 from the Eagle 32. We'll see if they keep it on the ground here. See if the Eagles defense can get yet another stop. Trying to draw the Eagles off sides. They don't jump. And the give is to Butler, and he is stopped short of the first down. Nice job by the CM defense so far here in the second half.
So 2 series in a row where they have held on defense, and now it's going to be up to the offense to do something to let the defense have a break over on the sideline. The Eagles just have not moved the football at all. The defense is at least saying, okay, we're doing what we can do to keep Herin off the scoreboard and give the Eagles the ball in at least, better field position. Now the offense needs to figure out a way to start moving it.
Well, with the penalty on the kickoff and the short punt, Herin's had great field position both times, but unable to score with it. Tobin takes the snap, a low snap, and throws over the middle to Wilkes, and incomplete. Had trouble with the snap at first, rolled to his right, threw back across his body somewhat to Wilkes, and well defended, and Wilkes couldn't hold on. Bring up 2nd and 10 for CM. Brent Springer in the backfield with Tobin. 4 wideouts again. 2nd and 10 Eagles from their own 30. Tobin's going to turn and hand to Springer this time, and he's bottled up. 52, Kenny Jackson in on the tackle, along with 42, David Mallow for the Tigers. It's a gain of about 3 for the Eagles. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. .328 left to go, 3rd quarter. 27-0 Tigers lead. Tobin in the shotgun again from his own 33. Back to pass, straight drop, and now he's going to pull it down and try and run, but he is going to be brought down at about the line of scrimmage.
He really had no chance that time as the corner blitz was coming again, and he saw it out of the corner of his eye. He had to just tuck it in and run for his life.
B.J. McGee putting pressure on again. Also number 62, Corey Colbreth. And now the Eagle punting team back on the field. Jake Cruz, the punter. Number 1, Marshall Anderson back deep to receive for the Tigers. Anderson standing at his 35-yard line. Cruz will kick it away from his own 20. Better snap that time, and Cruz gets away a boomer. Backs Anderson up over his head. He'll try and pick it up at the 20, and another dangerous play by Anderson. Great punt from Cruz. He got away a great kick, drove it over the head of Anderson. Anderson went back, tried to pick it up, and got hit immediately by number 9, Jack McKinney. Nearly fumbled the football, and fortunate to hold on that time, but great job by the Eagles special teams there as the Herin Tigers will have it 1st and 10 way back at their own 16-yard line.
A 51-yard punt that time by Cruz and no return, and now you're right, they at least have Herin pinned down and somewhat in their end of the field.
Until Anderson was surprised by the length of that kickoff. It just took off on him. Not a breath of wind in the stadium really tonight. As you look at the flag, it's laying flat against the flagpole. Grounds in the shotgun this time as they'll try and switch up the offense that time. He fakes the handoff and keeps it. and gains just a yard or two as number 79, Jeremy Muling, in on the tackle again for CN.
They figured you mentioned not much breath of wind, and the Eagles defense back out on the field again quickly without getting to catch much breath either.
Absolutely. Second down and 8 for the Tigers. 1:43 left to go, third quarter. Clock ticking. Tigers lead 27-0. Grounds in the shotgun again. He's going to turn and hand it off. And it's B.J. McGee out to the 25 to the 26-yard line. And just shy of the first down, it would appear. Nope, he's got enough for the first down. So they will move the chains a little late that time, but it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. As Jeremy Muling has gone to the sideline, and he is looking at his right knee and ankle area perhaps. Under a minute to go, third quarter. First and 10 Tigers from their own 27. Grounds back under center this time. Turns and hands it to Butler, and he's across the 30 to the 32-yard line. A gain of about 5 on first down to bring up 2nd and 5. Tackles made by number 40, Ryan Cherry.
It looks like, is that Butler who's still down on the field?
I believe it is, as they will bring the training staff out to work on him. Amazing how quickly the third quarter has moved along as Butler goes down, and they will work on him somewhat. And, well, the Eagle defense, you've got to give them some credit for the way they've played so far in the second half. They come out, try an onside kick. Looks like to everybody in the stadium that they're going to get the football, and next thing you know, there's a penalty called, and they give the ball to Herin way back at the Eagle 45, but the Eagle defense holds, forces them into a field goal attempt, which they miss, and then another possession, great field position again. They get it at the Eagle 35. They go nowhere and have to go for it on fourth down, do not make it, but the Eagle offense continuing to struggle is not getting anything done offensively, as they will help number 24, Butler, off to the sideline. He looks like he's walking fairly well, so hopefully just a cramp situation, which is something that you see quite a bit of early on in the season. We certainly saw a lot of it last week, and of course the temperature was about 20 degrees warmer as well, which makes a huge difference as the players get dehydrated quite a bit quicker. Well, clock rolling now, under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. 2nd and 5, Herin from their own 32. Grounds up under center again. Sends Warren in motion, and he'll take the toss. Trying to cut it back at the 35, and nice tackle there by number 10, Jake Cruz. Looked like he got a hand maybe up around the face mask, but the official determining that he did not have a hold of the face mask, so no face mask penalty. He stops him for a gain of about 2 yards. So Herin will have it. 3rd down and 4 from their own 34 when we start the fourth quarter. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Sports, food, and good times. All this and more are waiting for you at Alton Sports Tab. Gather the crew for a night out, or better yet, bring in the whole family and enjoy the best burger or wings in town. We offer daily specials, an affordable menu, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Visit our new Caribbean-themed edition. We also have banquet and meeting rooms for your special occasion. Alton Sports Tab, serving up sports, food, and good times daily at the intersection of Route 140 and Homer Adams Parkway in Alton.
good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Out to the 37-yard line, and they're moving the chains. So another first down for the Tigers.
Well, you have to think the Eagles at least feel like they won that quarter.
Absolutely.
Even though they didn't get on the board, Herin didn't either, and Herin didn't dominate that quarter like they did the first half.
Defensively, they were much better in the third quarter, and that's an obvious statement. But this time the handoff is to Hudson, and he'll move the pile forward to the 42-yard line. Tackled there by number 21, Devin Caldwell. Number 10, Jake Cruz in on the tackle as well. Second down and 4 for the Tigers from their own 43. Grounds up under center. Full house backfield this time. Hudson, Mallow, and McGee, but Grounds is going to keep it and push the pile forward. Out to about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Looks like from here anyway, he's going to have enough for the first down. They will, or they're getting just enough for the first down every time, it seems like. And they'll move the chains one more time. Another first down, 1st and 10.
In the neighborhood.
And the ball in Herin territory.
The referee's in no mood to stop for any measurement.
No, he's not. I don't think we've had one this evening. Ball at the Herin 48. Grounds keeps it right up the middle again. Nothing there this time. The Eagle defense stuffs that play. They're going to mark it, in my opinion, a bit of a generous spot, a gain of 2 as they'll give him the midfield mark. Bring him 2nd and 8 from the 50-yard line. Now a late flag comes in. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Eagles.
Well, that's not good.
So they will march this one ahead. 15 yards. It'll be down at the 35-yard line. And your defense had played better in the second half, and now a poor penalty. And it gives the Tigers an automatic first down and 15 yards. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 35.
It's a shame, too, because it was a good defensive play. They stopped Grounds after a short gain. But now it's 1st and 10 because of the penalty.
McGee goes in motion, and he'll get the handoff. Left side, some running room. 30, 25, 20, 15 down the sideline. Dragged out of bounds at the 10-yard line by Devin Caldwell, but not before a gain of about 25.
Well, that sweep has been working every time as the slot man just kind of comes out and goes in motion and takes the handoff and sweeps around the end. And I don't think anybody touched him until he got out near the cornerback. He was well into the secondary before anybody laid a hand on him. Over 150 yards unofficially now for McGee.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Eagle 11. They can get a first down without getting into the end zone. Warren goes in motion. The give is to McGee, I believe, and he is stacked up by a host of Eagle defenders, including number 22, Brent Springer.
Actually, I think that's Butler back in the game after coming back in from the injury. Now he's going to run back
now
off
he
again.
Heads back off to the sideline. And Hudson comes back in. Number 33, Kyle Hudson back in. So they replace one senior with another. And they've got it down 2nd and 9 now for the Tigers from the Eagle 10. Warren goes in motion, but the give is to McGee, cutting back across the middle, dragging tacklers inside the 5 to the 3. Pickup of about 7. It's third down and 2, rather, for the Tigers. Now I'll call it a yard for the Tigers, so it's 3rd and 1. Ball at the 2-yard line. They need to get to the 1. They can get a first down without getting into the end zone. Hudson gets it right side. He's got a first down. He's got a touchdown as he bowls his way in. Nice run by the senior, Kyle Hudson, and he gets into the act on a 2-yard touchdown run. Our first scoring of the second half gives the Tigers a 33-0 lead.
Pretty much the same thing we saw in the first half, just straight ahead running. Herin doesn't do anything fancy. They just are powerful, and what they do very well.
Extra point attempt is up and good. And with 8:36 left to go in the ball game, the Herin Tigers lead the CM Eagles 34-0. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Listen to what people are saying about the Bank of Edwardsville.
It is a pleasure for me to bank at the Bank of Edwardsville.
Your entire staff was professional, thorough, and very helpful.
I was told I would be taken good care of, and that was the understatement of the year.
Because of the excellent service I received, I transferred both my savings and checking accounts to the Bank of Edwardsville.
We appreciate the dedication the bank provides.
And that's why I work at the Bank of Edwardsville.
When you play sports like football, injuries are going to happen. That's why more area schools count on the Human Motion Institute's sports medicine pros to keep their athletes healthy and in the game. Our certified athletic trainers are part of the team, assessing and treating injuries right on the field. And if serious injury occurs, they're backed by an expert team of Alton Memorial Hospital surgeons and therapists. The Human Motion Institute at Alton Memorial Hospital. We're part of the team.
Eagles trailing the Herin Tigers by a score of 34-0. Tigers getting set to kick off as their quarterback, Ethan Grounds, also their kicker. He may be their punter. We haven't seen a punt tonight for the Herin Tigers. They haven't scored on 2 possessions, a missed field goal and a turnover on downs. Grounds set to kick it off from the 40. And it's going to be received by McKinney to the 20. 25 and breaks the tackle, 35, and finally brought down by the Tigers at the 39-yard line. Nice return by Jack McKinney.
Another return of more than 20 yards, so the Eagles have done a very good job returning those kicks. Sometimes when these high school kickers have such a strong leg like this one does, they can just out-kick the coverage. And they've been kicking pretty deep, and you get a running start when that happens, and so that might be part of the reason why McKinney's had a good evening returning kicks. But nonetheless, the ball out near the 40-yard line for the Eagles offense here.
Zach Tobin still in at quarterback, and he looks to throw, intended for number 1, Alex Beloso, but behind him, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Eagle passing game has never gotten into a rhythm tonight.
Tobin looks a little tentative. Maybe it's because of coming off the injury and not having a lot of game experience so far this year, but he just doesn't seem to have gotten in sync yet.
It's not in any kind of rhythm in the,
of course, it's
spread.
Not just Tobin.
Absolutely. And this time he's going to turn and hand it off to Springer. And he'll gain about 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. Tobin just a sophomore as well. Both quarterbacks for the Eagles, Shasheen and Tobin, sophomores. 3rd and 8. Tobin looks to throw, looking over the middle for Wilkes, and could have been a flag on the play, maybe.
I was waiting to see one. Pass interference. He got dragged down early, it appeared from our vantage point, but no flag, and it's going to be 4th down. It's
Scott Tonser is out on the field, and he'll take a timeout, I think, mostly just to talk to the official.
I think you're right.
I'm not sure the ball may have been tipped, in which case you can pretty much do whatever you like to the wide receiver. Wilkes did get dragged out on the play. No flag on the play. So 7:48 left to go. In any case, I don't think the officials are going to change their call now. And it's going to bring up 4th and 8 in a punting situation for the Eagles as Coach Tonser heads back to the sidelines. Not a whole lot to say to his team during the timeout, I noticed.
He's still got plenty to say to the officials, though.
Number 10, Jake Cruz in the punt it away for the Eagles. And Anderson back deep to receive the punt from Cruz. Good high end over end kick. Anderson fields it at the 25. Fumbles a football. Picked up by McGee of all people. But the knee was down, they're going to say. So the Herin Tigers will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 26. Boy, McGee's just been just about everywhere tonight, hasn't he?
He really has. And Anderson, another questionable fielding of that punt. We saw him do that earlier. He's still down on the field, by the way. But he fumbled that one and almost fumbled one before.
I'm not sure McGee has been on the sidelines all night tonight. He may have been in on every play. He's on their special teams unit. He plays the linebacker on the defense, and of course has had a big night running the football. On the program, he's even listed as a quarterback as well. So apparently, if anything happens to grounds, he is one of their backup quarterbacks. And they will work on Anderson a little bit. And perhaps another cramp situation there as they help him up, and he'll be helped off to the sideline. Well, you always hope that's all it is, but and anytime you see him start to walk a little better progressively as they go across the field, that's usually is what the situation is.
Yeah, he seems to be doing pretty well now. He's about halfway across the field, putting a lot more weight on it. He kind of fell in an awkward position when he got hit, when he dove back in trying to pick up that fumble. If you're in an awkward position and 2 or 3 of those guys jump on top of you, you can stretch some things out that aren't supposed to stretch.
And stretch them the wrong direction sometimes, too. 7:34 left to go in the ball game. The Tigers lead the Eagles 34-0. The Tigers will move on and face DeCoin next week. The Eagles will face Mater Dei. And that one is at Mater Dei. Mater Dei a winner in week 1. The give is to Hudson. And he's got some running room out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 8 on 1st down to bring up 2nd and 2. Springer in on the tackle for CM, along with Jack McKinney.
I'm a little bit surprised that we are still seeing the first team quarterback, and at least a couple of the running backs are still the first team in there.
Butler went out with an injury. He's on the sideline still. The handoff is straight up the middle to Hudson, and he'll have a gain of about 6, enough for a 1st down for the Tigers.
Well, the quarterback Grounds is just really good at hiding who he gives that football to. A lot of misdirection and faking the handoff and then pitching it to somebody else, and they really run it well to where you just really, it's hard to tell who has the football. They follow through all of their fakes. They don't just
They really are masterful at it. 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 40. Warren goes in motion and he gets the football left side, running room, and gain of about 3 that time. He's hit pretty hard, and rolls forward, tackled by number 40, Ryan Cherry.
This is beginning to look like the type of drive that could take most of the rest of the 5 minutes off of this clock.
Well, we've seen Herin tonight with some drives like that have eaten up all kinds of time. And the CM defense has been on the field a ton tonight. Second and 7 for the Tigers. The toss is to Mallow, and he'll make a cutback and just drop his shoulder and take it out to about the 47-yard line, a gain of about 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Don't forget, coming up after our game tonight, you can hear Staunton at East Alton Wood River. Also, you can watch our game, watch the video of this game online at RiverBender.com. His ground's up under center now on 3rd and 3. He'll turn and hand it to Hudson, trying to push the pile forward, and a gain of a yard, maybe 2. The Eagles saying the ball's loose, and they have it. As number 30, Ricky Woolley, is holding on to the football for the Eagles, but they're going to say he was down by contact.
Still going to be short of the 1st down. Looks like it's going to set up 4th and 1.
4th and a yard. Ball just shy of midfield. They need to get it just in the Eagle territory for the 1st down, and no sign of the punting unit so far. Fourth and 1. Wouldn't be surprised to see Grounds keep it here and just plunge up the middle on the quarterback sneak, get behind that big offensive line of his. Nope, he's going to turn and hand it to Hudson, left side, and he's got 1st down and more. Gain of about 5 yards as he takes it down to the Eagle 45. And we're now at the 4-minute mark. Well, when you're a team like Herin that has the ball as much as they do, you're not going to give up a lot of points on defense, I would say.
No, you're sure not.
And they're pitching a shutout so far here tonight. And we've got 3:45 left to go in the game, 34-0. Tigers lead. Give us to Hudson again. He's brought down immediately. 55, Jake Sales in on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at the Eagle 45. Dominating performance by the Tigers so far tonight. Head coach Jason Carnes has to be pleased with the way his team's played. A clean game penalty-wise as well for the Tigers for the most part. Very few penalties on either side really. Mallow goes in motion and gets the toss right side. Cuts it back, 45, 40, and brought down inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Number 30, Ricky Woolley on the tackle. Third down now for the Tigers. 3rd and about 4 as they need to get to the Eagle 35-yard line. Herin in no hurry whatsoever, letting every possible second tick off the clock as we're down almost to the 2-minute mark. Probably be under 2 minutes by the time this play is over. Handoff is to Hudson, and he's going to have, I believe, it's going to be close to a 1st down, maybe just shy of it. Depends on the spot.
Depends on the referee. Well, he's not going to give him this one.
Nor will he measure.
No.
Under 2 to go, 1:45 to go, and Herin's going to go for it here on 4th down and inches. from the CM36. Fourth and 1. Second fourth down the Tigers have faced on this drive. Trying to draw the Eagles off sides, and now a flag comes out, but I think it might be against Herin. We'll see.
I believe you're right.
False start against the Tigers.
Only their second penalty, both for 5 yards. All they need is a first down to basically put this one away.
One more first down, and they can take a couple knees and call it a night. And a big matchup coming up next week for them, as they will face, from what I'm hearing now, is going to be a 2-0 DeCoin team.
Looks like they're going to decide to punt. Maybe we will find out who their punter is. And
they just knew we were curious up here.
I bet it's Grounds. He's still out there.
Well, he's certainly proven a capable kicker tonight, as he's got quite a leg.
What they can do is let another 25 seconds run off the clock while they're deciding this.
You know, one thing we don't really know if he can do is what kind of passing team they are, because they haven't thrown the football very much at all. They'll take the delay of game penalty and move it back 5 more yards, but I think most coaches, given their druthers, would just as soon not have to throw the ball. And Herin hasn't had to tonight. Although that's certainly changing from the old school smash mouth theory, and more spread offenses now, more throwing the ball 25 times a game in high school. 4th and 11, and it is Grounds to punt it away. McKinney and Caldwell back deep to receive, and a nice kick.
Imagine that. Oh.
And that one goes into the end zone, but
should have been down at the 1 yard line.
Should have been down at the 1. A high, spiraling, beautiful kick from Grounds.
He needed that extra 5 yards on the penalty to be able to drop that inside the 5 like that.
Now the Eagles will get one more possession here. We'll see what they do with it. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. 37 seconds left to go. Tobin onto the field. Has played the entire second half at quarterback for the Eagles. But it hasn't mattered who's been under center or in the shotgun, if you will, for the Eagles. Nothing doing offensively. He throws it out in the flat, and the ball is caught nicely by Tanner Brown. And he's up the sideline to about the 29-yard line. Check that, the 34-yard line. My eyes fail me sometimes. It's a first down for the Eagles. Their best passing play of the night. Under 30 seconds to go. Tobin in the shotgun. Fumbles the snap. Now picks it up, rolls out to his right, and he's got some running room. 35, 40, spinning back to the 41-yard line. And the Eagles will take a timeout and try and get at least one more play off. A disappointing loss for the Eagles, but I think you've got to take some positives at least out of this second half.
Well, the defense has certainly played better in the second half. The offense just hasn't been able to move the football to help keep the defense off the field, but certainly a much different defense for the Eagles in the second half of this one.
It was 27-0 at halftime. Looks like it's going to end 34-0. Barring a late score from either side. And the Eagles will take to the road next week at Mater Dei before coming back home in week 4 to open Mississippi Valley Conference play against their arch rival Jerseyville. Head coach Gary Carter of the Panthers. 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Tobin back to pass. Looking left side, now pulling it down to run, and he's got a little bit of room. And fumbles the football, and it's going to be recovered, I believe, by Herin. Looks like Mallow jumped on it. And he did indeed, and Herin will have the ball. 7 seconds to go. Then you would assume they'll take a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. An impressive performance by the Herin Tigers tonight, as they're going to win this one 34-0. Don't forget, plenty more football action coming up for you this weekend on Z1570, and one more game still to come tonight, as the East Alton Wood River Oilers will host the Staunton Bulldogs this evening. You can listen to that game online as well at AltonDailyNews.com. Or, of course, right here on Z1570. So the Tigers move to 2-0. The Eagles will drop to 0-2, and there's McGee at quarterback, and fittingly, I think, he'll take a knee to end this game, as he's done just about everything else. So McGee takes a knee to end the ball game, and the Herin Tigers defeat the CM Eagles 34-0. Back to wrap it up after this. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Meridian Bank, large enough to serve all your banking needs, small enough to care about you. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Motors, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Weber Chevrolet, online at WeberGraniteCityChevy.com. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. The Bank of Edwardsville, the people you know and trust. And by United Methodist Village, where living is easy.